It
says I'm broadcasting.
I don't know. I can't get Steve Bob's just crashed.
It says broadcasting and I can't see myself. Yes, I'm live. Oh, what a palaver. Yes. Right, turn that off.
He's just got locked. Can't get past.
Right. Just...
Oh, come on.
The sun's just coming up at Whitehouse. I think I mentioned Winnipeg in my thing and I got that wrong. It's Whitehouse.
Flight Sim's just caused an error.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I need to go to UGTube Studio. Flight Simulator. World Tour. It's number 12, isn't it? Last one was 11. World Tour Part 12. Whitehouse. Is it? Oh dear.
Anchorage. Whitehorse to Anchorage.
Yeah. To Anchorage. I forgot how to spell Anchorage.
ANCHORGE.
CHOR.
No.
Eh?
It's C. No, it's ANCHORGE.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Oh,
I'll
I
do.
don't need
That'll do.
Anchorage.
Now I need my map. CYXY. CYXY 2. Just put in the airport numbers in. PANC. PANC. Save. I'll fill the rest of this in later on. Recording date today. Location. Okay. Save. Right. a bit dark here, isn't it? Isn't it? It's a bit dark. It's early morning. Yeah, I'll fill the rest of the YouTube thing in later. There you go, everything's nearly set up.
Or you should just write it out on Notepad and then copy paste.
Yeah, I'm lazy.
Can't get any lazier than that. Cut and paste. See, they got that bubble machine for £5 now.
Oh, bubble machine.
The one that I fly with a dog and cat.
Oh, that.
Got it in the sales for £5.
Oh, that's weird. I have a little problem.
What?
I'll sort it out in a minute.
Where's your flight sim gone? Oh.
My control panel's not working. Don't know why it's not working. Oh, it's come on. Well, we'll get there eventually.
What, just put me on the runway? I said, put me on a parking slot.
Weather's
No,
not
got
too,
to me.
weather's not too good here. It's a bit misty.
No, I've got to put my fuel in. Damn it.
Yes, fuel. Nearly forgot.
Put me at the end of the runway, a swine.
Come on. Load up. Thank you. I'm at 78% in.
No. What the hell's going on here?
That's what I want to know. Everything seems to be slow. Oh, like that.
Couldn't put any packages on board. I just tried putting packages on board, failed.
Oh, where's that map? Load up. Where is it? There it is. Live.
My controls are dead now.
Whitehorse ground Kodiak November 289er Kilo Quebec
Starting
Heavy
to
with
snow.
Quebec request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Kodiak November 289er Kilo Quebec Heavy taxi to and hold short of runway 14 right using taxiway Foxtrot Echo cross runway 02 Charlie.
Great.
14
Contact tower
right.
118.3 when ready.
My controls don't work.
Taxi to and hold short runway 14 right using taxiway Foxtrot Echo cross runway 02
Where is
Charlie.
that?
Kodiak November 289er Kilo Quebec Heavy.
That's right, that's left. Cross runway 14 right. I'll find it. So we want to be 14 right. See if we can find 14 right.
Mine seems to be. My controller stopped working.
Nothing's ever simple.
No.
A minute. Which way do we go? It's this way.
Oh, great.
It must be working alright because there's no stuttering. Usually if it starts stuttering there's something wrong. It's not stuttering.
Mine stopped working again.
Right, 14 right. That's E. God, the airport signs aren't very good.
Can't see you.
Now I'm going off the taxiway here. Well, that's right.
Well, I'm sitting on the runway
Says-
like
It
that.
says cross runway, 14 right. Oh, I know where it is. I've just clicked. Cross runway 14 right is over there.
And wherever it put me.
I can see you.
Don't know which runway I'm on. This is where it put me.
I'll tell you in a minute. It's 14 right. There's 2 runways. Well, it's 3 runways actually.
3-2 left I'm on.
Got a van in front of me. There's always somebody driving on the taxiway.
3-2 left and my controls aren't working.
Seen a windsock yet?
Yeah.
Of course, the further we get west, the darker it gets.
It looks fairly slack at the minute.
Yeah, you're on the wrong runway.
Well, it's Microsoft put me.
Windsock.
Yeah, it's slack Alice.
Yeah, we're taking off with the wind, not with it, against it.
Yes, looks that way.
There's the windsock. There's 14 right here. Or is it on the other side of the runway? I'll wait for you to take off and see if you crash.
Let's see if this will. No, definitely doesn't work.
No, this is not 14 right. 14 right's at the other end of the runway.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the other end of the runway because I don't want to crash on takeoff.
I want to know how many controls aren't working.
The taxiways can be quite confusing. You never want to take off with the wind. You want to take off into the wind.
Yeah.
That's why we crashed the other day, because we took off with the wind.
2 knots. It's not a great deal of wind. Just come on.
See if Tony crashes.
One airborne now. And down again.
Is he going to crash?
Hopefully not.
He was in the air. I've been on the safe side.
No, it's stalling. Stalling.
Told you. We're at the wrong end of the runway.
There's only 2 knots of wind.
I know, it makes a difference. I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to take off into the wind. I know it takes longer to taxi down here, but it's better than crashing.
The caravan would have done it.
Yeah, the caravan would have taken off straight away. It's just because it's the Kodiak. Kodiak's so temperamental. Right. One for right. Yes, here we are. 1 for right. See, I knew I was at the wrong end.
Whitehorse Tower, Kodiak, November 289er, Kilo, Quebec. Heavy ready at runway 14 right, departing straight out.
Kodiak November 289er, Kilo, Quebec Heavy, altimeter 30.02 and 121 at 3. Departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 14 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 14 right, Kodiak, November 289er, Kilo, Quebec Heavy.
That's down 1. You in the air?
Yep. I ain't got me controls don't want to work.
Right, 1 for right. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Why do you always have problems with your controls? Either upside down or back to front, or
You had the same problem as one. You said your control wasn't working.
behave yourself. Stuttered when it was taking off. big mountains around the some big mountains, so I'm going to set it up high to 10,000 feet. Should be high enough.
You've got your controls. I've got to delete menu.
Well, I'm going to put it at 11,000. Oops. Heading. That's nearest, damn it.
Kodiak November 289er Kilo Quebec Heavy leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Whitehouse Tower Kodiak November 289er Kilo Quebec. Heavy frequency change.
Doing this.
Now that's the autopilot doing that. Let's see what happens. Now.
Oh.
Can't see a damn thing, and I'm worried about those hills in front of me.
Your radar's full.
Yeah. I'm below the hills. I need to keep climbing.
You can see your angles there. Your wings are above the hill at your present height.
Oh, I know. There, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean there. I'm climbing up to 10,000, so...
I'm at 11,000. It's just picked up the track.
Why is
Well,
my horizon on a tilt?
Because the wind's probably from the side. I don't know why that's not working. Damn.
This is the worst part. Taking off, knowing there's mountains in front of you and you can't see a thing. at the moment is that I think I'm flying in a valley, but there's a hill off to my, a mountain off to my left.
Yeah.
There must be a wind because it's still on an angle and it keeps wanting to bank over to the right. Oops. See, we've got some big hills. I'm gonna
You bugger.
tons of turbulence here.
Damn you.
What?
It's just that I had a message from the connection software, so I clicked on it and it opened the bloody window, didn't it? We hate it. Right, let me close that window. Run that window. Click on this window.
Oh god, I thought that was a mountain coming up in front of me. It was a great big white cloud. Yeah, there's a lot of turbulence.
I give up.
What do you mean you give up?
I can't see where I'm flying because of a big message from the bloody server.
Why can't you just...
Because when I do, it crashes the sim. Ugh.
There we go, we're above the clouds. We're safe now. I'm still not quite on the flight plan. It seems to be really strong winds. Yeah, we're getting a side wind coming from the east. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way.
That was me.
Yeah, I've got two. Thank you for the thumbs up. And
There's 3 on there.
3 what?
3 thumbs.
Is there? I can only see 2, but Flight Sim is around about 30 seconds behind what I can see.
He's probably watching, but he's probably watching his football as well. He likes doing 2 things.
Of course, it's football Saturday, isn't it?
So he'd be watching.
Oh, I've put my yoke back. Looks funny without my yoke. So we're taking off from Whitehouse and we're flying to Anchorage. The weather's not very good. We're getting turbulence. We seem to get more turbulence when we're inside of a cloud. I'm tempted to go up even higher altitude. I'm going to raise it up to 13,000 feet. Get out of this rubbishy weather. There you go, climbing 1,000 feet says 1,000 feet a minute. So I'm going up to 13,000. The more you fly into this thick cloud, the more turbulence you get, the more you get thrown around. So everything's looking... I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to say it. Because something will go wrong and I'll end up crashing. There you go, above the clouds. 13,000 feet.
Traffic.
12,000. What?
My traffic live just said a 737. He says there's a thunderstorm here. I want to divert if possible, and they give him permission to bank to the left.
Oh, right.
He says I ain't gonna fly through that.
So, roughly 13,000 is the...
954. That's
I can hear it.
Yeah, we'd like to enter a whole
Yeah, well.
if that's okay.
Oh, got the flaps down. That didn't help with it. Yeah, 13,000 is pretty good, but I think you might even have to go up to 15,000 to avoid all the cloud tops, but we'll see. So it's early morning, the sun's just come up, just taking off from Whitehouse. There's Tony behind me. We're heading to Anchorage, it's about 400 and something miles. So Anchorage is in Alaska, Bristol in Canada, and we'll be flying over the Alaskan border in about, I don't know, an hour. On our world trip. I think we've done really well to get to Anchorage so quickly, to be quite honest. We set off from the United Kingdom, and this is only flight number 12. And we're already heading to Anchorage, so I think we're doing pretty good. We're on the Western USA server. Just looking up the news over there. Look at that. We're sort of heading north, we're heading north, west-ish at 255 degrees. Anybody wants to know? And the weather is on real time. The time's on real time. So roughly, this is what it's like. At the moment. It's always hairy taking off when you know there's mountains in front of you. You just pray when you go into a cloud you're not going to hit anything. When we get to Anchorage, we'll be flying to tomorrow from Anchorage to Kodiak Island. It's quite fitting considering our planes are Kodiaks. And that writing on the side of my airplane is supposed to be drone and Mavic. It wouldn't let me put the C in. Too many letters. Those clouds in front of us look really, really stormy, Tony.
Yeah. Not look too good.
They don't, do they? We could be having difficulties shortly.
Or not just... You bank the aircraft to the left. Just
Did you
go through the little gap.
Did you notice I never asked for any help on the panel?
I noticed. Was it alright?
Yeah.
Mine's not working at the minute. I cannot get to work.
When I was at Carlisle Hospital, the air ambulance landed there.
Mm.
I was in the fire when it flew over the hospital. I can hear their ambulance now. It's just blown over the house. Hello, Jeffrey. How are you? Oh, God, you feel cold. You got cold ears? Yeah, your ears are cold as well. Look at the size of that cloud in front of us. That must be like 20,000 feet. It's a lot higher than what... And we're flying right towards it. Maybe we can fly sort of in...
Up onto the... I've adjusted the heading the minute.
I think I might adjust my heading because that cloud's awful. Maybe I should go off to the...
I think I'm going to go... I'll go back on track.
I'm going to adjust my heading. That cloud looks dangerous. Jeffrey? Heading. But I'm going to adjust my heading. To avoid that horrible...
I'll go up to 15. 15,000.
Yes, I do love you, you know. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the cat. Yeah, in the pea soup again.
15,000. I'm above it. Hmm?
You're above it, are you?
15.
I'm hoping to,
I suggest you press B as well because it's changed.
oh yes, that's taken me up in altitude. I'm at 13.3. Oh, there you go. Breaking through the cloud. Still another big cloud in front of us. Oh, I don't like that. I'm going to change my heading again. I need to fly around it. to avoid it. Altitude. Oh, you're right, go up in altitude. Put it up 15,000. Oh. What's happened there? Oh. My panels just stopped working.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh dear, that's not good, is it?
Totally gone off.
The display's gone off. No, it's not working.
Mine's gone off as well.
Oh, poo.
Unplugging it and plugging it back in doesn't make any difference. It seems to not want to connect.
So if you're having the same problem as me, there can't be. Wait a minute, let me check my hang on a minute. Let's check something. Come back on again. It disconnected. It disconnected from the appy thing. You know, the thing I connected it with from thing.
Yeah. From SciTech.
Yeah. It disconnected. It's back on now. $14,000 feet. Climb rate at 900. Head in. I'm going to put my head in back to where it was. Head in. Because I'm off course because I avoided all that horrible cloud. I want to bring it back onto its course.
Was Logitech, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Contact 11335.
I'm just trying to see where the driver is. See if there's an update.
Yeah, for some reason it disconnected, but it's come back on now. Hiccups. Technical issues. Wow, look at that view. Wow, funny clouds. It's like went through all that heavy stuff behind us. And now look, it's changed. It's weird. It's like a sheet of cloud with a great big cumulus. The cumulus clouds in front of us. Because those sort of clouds cause thunderstorms.
I think my driver was out of date. Should have been version 8. You're running a 32-bit version of what? Really? You're running a 32-bit version? Okay.
Which driver was out of date?
Flight panel, but it's just said look, I can't run that one because I've got a 32-bit driver on a 64-bit machine.
Yeah.
So it says it won't run correctly.
Well, I'll be back in a minute. I need to shut those windows. Cold air blowing through. Right, I'm back. Yeah, it was a cold draft blowing right through. Yeah. When I went to the hospital this morning, there's hardly any people in it. I had the cardiac unit all to myself. Apart from 3 nurses. Nice nurses, very friendly. Well, we got talking about drones.
Did you?
Yeah. She says, what do you do? And I said, I'm a drone pilot.
789er, contact Lieutenant.
She asked for my channel name, she's going to subscribe.
Nice.
She said, I'll have a look at your channel. Of course, my other channel, I've only got one flight sim video on it. It's Microsoft Flight Sim. What's my second channel called? Microsoft Flight Sim World Tours. That's what it is. Got some bigger mountains in front of us. Just popping up on the map. These are the big mountains heading over into Alaska. They're dangerous. You can get thrown around a lot across on these mountains. If it gets too bad, we'll change course and head towards the coast. Because I don't like the look of that in front of us. I just wonder if we should go around them. I'll have to make up my mind in a minute. See how bad the turbulence is when we get into it. If the turbulence starts to get too bad, I'll change course. At the moment it seems to be alright.
There's me. SciTech is ready to run, but it ain't lit up.
Skimming through the tops of the clouds. Might be alright. Because the mountains we're flying over at the moment, they're just little ones. The ones we're heading towards are massive. This is where a lot of pilots get unstuck in Alaska flying over these mountains. Because there's so much turbulence, it just shakes your plane to bits. And if I want to change course, I really need to do it now. What do I do? Chance set or change course? It doesn't look any better over that way. I think we'll just stay where we are. Maybe go up in altitude a bit more. Because we can't fly into the cloud because we'll be too low and fly into a mountain top. I'm changing the altitude. I'm going to go up higher. Going up to
I'm only at 15.
I'm going up to 15,500. Just to be on the safe side. Right, 15,500. Climb rate, I'll just bring it to 500. There we go. Climbing up to 15,500 feet.
The wrong driver.
What's the wrong driver?
The one to give me is for the little instruments.
Thanks for the thumbs up. Another thumbs up. Oh, you said there was 3 thumbs up, didn't you?
4 now.
Thank you for the 4 thumbs up. See what I mean? These mountains here, right in front of me, they're just little. In front of these are massive mountains. They go up to like 21,000 feet. So we have to be really careful not to hit anything. I'll put the camera down so you can see what we're heading towards. And if we go down and fly through the valleys, we can get big turbulence down there as well. Plus if you fly up the valleys, it's longer because you have to go around the mountains. I suppose it's more fun. At the moment, this should be alright. There's Tony. He's there behind me.
Still not got it working.
What, your panel?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, our panels both went off at the same time. Can't be a coincidence, that. And look at the size of these mountains below us, and that's a little one. These are little ones. In about another 60 miles we've got big mountain ranges. And we have to be really careful on our altitude. I don't particularly want to go any higher than what we are. Quite interesting to see what's below us.
370 miles to go.
Not far. Be there by 7 o'clock. Looks cold down there. If you get an engine problem, where the hell are you going to land?
There's an airfield just coming up on us. I notice on the map. To the left.
Of course, at this altitude, you've got a long time to glide. Because you can always land in a valley. If you can find a valley. Because I've got wear and tear switched on the plane, so you could get an engine problem. I've had it once, the engine cut out on me, but I was lucky I had enough altitude to land, and that was fine over the Grand Canyon. Just flying along like this and the engine just sort of packed in. Just hope that doesn't happen. Got about probably
2 hours 54 minutes.
Yeah, 2 hours 54 minutes of flying.
Check with can contact me now.
Tomorrow we'll have a shorter flight. We're just flying to Kodiak Island. But today we just wanted to get across to Anchorage. Have a look and see the radar. According to that, I am below the mountain tops. See what I mean? I'm at 15,500 feet. If I don't change my altitude, I'm going to hit those mountains.
The lower ones off to the right.
Hey?
There's a few lower ones on the right.
To the right?
Just
Yeah.
about 15,500. Get up for 16.
Yeah, I've got enough height, look. I need to gain altitude.
Well, if you do B, it actually adds up quite a bit to your altitude.
I pressed B and it's made it worse.
I know. That's why you got to be very careful.
Yeah, I need to adjust my altitude again. Right. We'll take it up to
16,000.
17,000 feet. 17,000. Climb rate 500 feet a minute. There you go, I'm going up in altitude.
You're using your control locks.
Yeah.
No.
See, I'm going to clear it now. You can see that V shape there. It's showing I'm going to clear the top of these mountains here.
At least your controls are working.
Yeah, it makes a change.
Landing from road. Well,
In a second.
In another 20 miles we'll be right in the thick of the biggest mountain ranges in Alaska. no sensible pilot would actually fly over this route we're taking. They would probably take a safer route, but this is the quickest route. These mountain tops actually poking up through the tops of the clouds, look over there and there. So I'm at 16,600 going up, still climbing. I wasn't expecting to be at this altitude, but some of these mountains in Alaska, like I said before, are like 21,000, 23,000 feet up. How high is Everest? Is that about 32,000 feet or something, or 37,000 feet? I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. Ugh. What's the height of Mount Everest? Saying 8,849 meters. I thought it was higher than that. Mount Fuji is only... No, Mount Fuji, it says here, 3,776 meters. No,
Or what?
that's higher than that. K2, 8,611 meters. No, I don't believe that. It's higher than that. QE2 is higher than that.
Did you hear air traffic while I was out getting a drink in that?
No.
No. I didn't. Need to go higher.
Edmonton Center, Kodiak, November 289 Kilo, Quebec, Quebec,
Stay at 690,
south of Charlie Foxtrot, Quebec,
350.
18,000 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Kodiak November 289 Kilo, Quebec, heavy Edmonton Center. Squawk 2323.
Squawk 2323 Kodiak, November 289 Kilo, Quebec, heavy.
Kodiak November
Is that
289
hill or a cloud to your left?
4 miles southwest of Charlie Foxtrot, Quebec,
mountains.
17,000 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace, Kodiak,
Yeah, lots of
November
mountains.
289 Kilo, Quebec, heavy.
Mountains over there. Thousand mountains over there. Got mountains all over the place. And Tony is over there, behind me. At least if I'm in front I can warn you if there's anything nasty in front of us.
I'm just coming up to the mountains, like mountain edges.
No,
Back
we-
to-
I'm just approaching the edge of the smallest, highest mountains. In another 80 miles, we've even got higher mountains than the ones we're flying over at the moment.
Looking at my map, I'm going to go across that lake to the right. It's a bit lower there.
It is. I can see the lake. It's a big lake.
There's a mountain range that runs along the side of it.
Yeah.
That'll be the best place to do.
Yeah, that's the one I'm flying over.
Follow the lake around. It doesn't take us far off of it. It's got a good name, like.
I see the point where you're going to fly over that lake and around the mountains and probably come down that valley into Anchorage.
It's called Clunin Lake, right?
Yeah.
But there's a bay in there, where it's called.
I'm going to risk it and fly over the top of these mountains.
Well, the bay that's inside that lake is called Destruction Lane.
Destruction?
Destruction.
Oh, destruction. Well, that's not very good, is it?
So it tells you that the mountains aren't very good on either side. You know, people obviously climb into it, so at this point in time I'm going to fly up that lake. I've got me little map going.
Well, if I start getting into bad turbulence, I will divert over towards the lake. Because last time I was in turbulence,
You're bringing in
plane
at
crashed.
231 contact, center 128.05.
At the moment, I'm not getting any turbulence. But I haven't even reached the highest peaks yet. And according to I'm below the mountain ranges again. Oh dear.
That's why I've gone to the right.
I have to even go higher.
The option is on. You've got a limit at 24,000.
I wonder if I should change course. I have to make a decision quickly what I'm going to do.
I can get down there and file. 99 back.
Up to the right.
See, I'm already at 16,900. Means I have to go up at least another 2,000 feet.
We are to the right of the lake by the looks of it.
No, I'm to the left of it.
Okay, we'll get across the lake.
Decisions, which way am I going to go?
I'm directing my aircraft up the lake.
Right. I'm going to climb in altitude. I'm going to go up even higher. I'm going to take it up to 18,500 feet.
You'll be using more fuel getting up there.
I know. 18.5. I only have to climb gradually, so there you go, 18,500 feet. I should be going up in altitude. Yep, I am. Slowly. Oh, I'm getting turbulence. If the turbulence gets really bad, I'm going to have to get myself out of here. Shit. I hope I make the right decision here.
Up. Just on the right edge of the lake now. All nice and smooth, no turbulence. Lovely.
Maybe I should have done what Tony did, but... Yeah, it's sort of
It's minus 31. I'm going to have to put some antifreeze on.
But you haven't had it on yet.
Nah, didn't bother.
Yeah.
There's actually no ice on the aircraft.
Surprising. Just looking to see if I'll get over these mountains by just bringing it level. I'll be skimming the tops by the looks of it.
Mountains look quite good, like.
They do. Right, there's Tony.
Got them all over the lake.
There he is, way over there. I think he's probably taken the sensible route.
The lake banks around back onto our track. It's a little bit further, but
So Tony's taking the sensible route. I'm risking it. I'm risking it by going over the highest mountains.
you'll take the high road and I'll take the low road and I'll be in Scotland before ye.
No, it should be I'll be in Alaska before ye.
I'll be in Anchorage before you. Because the hills here that I'm going to cross, which is Destruction Bay, are around about 5,000, 6,000.
Right, I'm at 18,500 feet.
Well, 17,000.
What's the altitude? What's the maximum height of the Kodiak?
24, I think.
So I can still go higher if I need to. But look at the size of that mountain up to my left. That's actually higher than I am. That big mountain there.
Yeah.
And all that down there, that's cloud between the valleys, so all these mountains are poking up above the cloud layer.
There's actually an airfield ahead of me.
Is there? You could land and have a cup of coffee.
I could. What's it called? Burwash Landing.
What is?
That's what they call the area. Burwash Landing.
See, Teddy's being cautious, I'm being reckless. It's usually the other way around. Tony's usually the one that's reckless and I'm the one that's sensible. I think.
Got Sky4 sim running, so it's showing me a visual of the graphics, which is good. I've got a rather big map of what I'm flying across.
Right, I'm going to change course here. There's a valley on the other side of these mountains. So if I turn left a little bit, I can fly down into it. So...
Don't do that to me, cat.
Changing my heading.
Kodiak November 289er Kilo Quebec. Heavy contact Anchorage Center on 119er decimal 0. Good day. 119er decimal 0 for Kodiak November 289er Kilo Quebec Heavy.
So I'm going to change my course, heading. Right, here we go. Let's take it over. that way. That should take me down into a valley with a lake. And if I follow that route, I should be able to go down lower. I can reduce my altitude when I get over these mountain ranges. So I don't need to be this high. That mountain up to my left, that is one of the highest mountains in the area, that one there. But to my right, there is some bigger mountains over that way. But Tony's gone over there.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the lake you're flying over?
Clone Lake. Cluane Lake. I'm just approaching Burwash Landing. It's a dirt track.
Is it?
A bush flight landing.
Yeah.
I went into Sainsbury's after leaving the hospital and bought myself a pasta bake for my tea.
Yeah. I got some square sausages, so
Square sausages?
yeah. I've seen them.
How can you have square sausages?
They're actually making now, they come in packs. It's to go in your square slices of bread. However, I ain't got any square slice bread, all of mine are round.
You got round bread and you got square sausages.
Square sausages, yeah.
Oh god. You're weird.
You can't make it up.
No. You see this valley down here? I could actually fly down that valley
You could,
to the lake.
if you use your radar.
No, I mean, just turn...
Yeah.
Turn thingy off. What do you call it?
Autopilot.
Yeah. If I turn autopilot off and come down in height, I could fly down that valley into the lake. That'd be quite fun. Because I don't really want to get to the airport before Tony, because he's gone the long way around. So if
And I'm gonna,
if I go down there and do some hand flying, that'd be quite
I'm just not. I mean, it looks like I'm fairly well high enough to start cutting back.
right. I'm taking autopilot off. And I'm going to go down in altitude. Excuse me. I'm going down in altitude and flying down that, it looks like some sort of, vast.
280, I'll take it right up. Now it's up to 2,000 feet, and it was your energy.
All I need to do is keep an eye on my airspeed.
Have you switched them off on your screen, have you?
What?
They usually come on the screen when you go into the external.
Yes, it has. So we're going to fly down this valley and have a bit of fun. Now I've got over those mountain ranges, we can have a bit of fun. Because if I don't and just keep flying in a straight line, it means I'm going to get to Anchorage a good 35 minutes before Tony.
316 miles for me.
Let's have a look. 316, 284. So, just have to watch my airspeed.
My airspeed's dropped down, so I'm going to try and take it up again. Got a little bit of a headwind.
It takes a long time to get down from 17,000 feet. 18,500 that was, wasn't it? Or 17,500.
I've done it fast, so I can't remember how we did it last time. Throttle right back, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Throttle right back, full flaps, dive.
No, I'm just bringing it down slowly.
Heading of 269 at the minute.
I don't know what my heading is.
We're over the Kaloon National Park Reserve. And then you go into the Wrangell's Ellis National Park Reserve. No flying your drones there. They've got top secret stuff.
This is where Tony comes in handy because he's got all this information in the background.
Got two watching now. Got two watching.
Yeah, one's you.
You be the other one.
No, it doesn't show up me watching.
They're not.
No,
Might be Keith.
could be.
Still minus 31 out there.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. $14,000 I'm setting my altitude at. Right.
Got a full packages in the back of my vehicle, like. I put parcels on board.
level off at 10,000. Right. 10,000. There we go. That should be bringing me down to 10,000. It is.
Can't see you at the minute on external.
That's because I've gone below the mountain ranges. I probably can't
Okay.
see you either. Let's have a look.
A jet high above me.
Yeah, you just. Oh no, I can still see you. Just. Here I'm dropping down to 10,000 feet. Hi Chris Woods. We are on Western USA server. So
No,
that's
we're not private.
no, we're not private,
Me.
no.
Anybody can join.
Yeah. So Western USA server. Well, you don't want to be private. Anybody could come in as long as they behave themselves.
Yeah, we all can crash. Come on.
I think I need to turn my heating up. It's cold.
What? What do you want?
Yes, you can join, no problem. More the merrier. Tony's flying over there. He's taking a safe route, and I'm trying to keep to the flight plan.
I'm coming back with for 30 minutes. I'm just edging it across land. I'm not far off the flight plan.
You can type in the chat, can't you?
Type in the chat, yes.
Well, if you're not busy, you can type in "We are on Western USA server." Because I got my hands full at the moment.
I'm sure he could have read that.
I know, but if anybody else wants to join, they can see we're on Western USA server.
If my cat will let me do it. I'm not after your ass, I'm after the mouse.
I need to change my head in, or I'm going to hit that mountain. Don't want to hit that mountain.
Okay, 688 contact.
Headed. There you go. Let's change course a little bit. And maybe a little bit more. Away from those mountains. And a bit more. There you go. That should do.
That probably was a bad turn. I'll turn back the other direction.
What do you mean, what direction?
I turned back towards the magenta line and these two peaks came out the hill.
Chris said he can see you. Tony will have a look around and see if he can see you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get out of the way of these hills.
Oh, there you are. Yes, he's above you. He's at 27,000 feet.
Center, runway
Tony's at
8.42.
15. What are you flying? Chris?
Probably a jet. Can't see anybody above me at the minute.
Right, I'm hand flying.
I don't like the way that looks. That hill looks like that cloud looks like a mountain. It is a mountain. Oh dear. Quaffed.
See what happens when I let Tony go out by himself?
I'm fine.
Cessna 414. What's a Cessna 414?
One of those small props. No, it's just no. I don't know.
Is that
No,
a-
it might be a jet. It might be a jet actually.
Yes, anybody can join us. We're not in a private thingy-majiggy. That's a glacier below me, look. That's ice. That's a glacier. So I'm flying down a glacier. How cool's that? Look at that glacier. Plenty of ice there for your cocktails.
Twin trot. It's a twin proper. It says.
Twin prop.
Mm.
I've only flown a twin prop once. I can't remember which one it was though. I'm hand flying at the moment. I've only come down here because I'm trying to get Tony to catch up to me.
My aircraft's getting lower.
Yes, I can see you miles away over there.
I don't like not having me control.
Maybe you should connect to that thing I connected to with the instrument
I
panel.
have.
You have.
It flashes on and then off again.
Why don't you just plug it back
Good.
in, then go back to the app, double click on it, rerun it.
The app wants me to restart my computer.
Oh, you can't do that. Coming up to the lake. Or it'll be frozen. I could look this lake up and tell you which lake I'm flying over. It's amazing, yeah. Flying over Alaska is amazing. Because we're flying all the way to Anchorage. Then from Anchorage we're flying down to Kodiak Island. Then across the Bering Strait. Is it Bering Strait?
He
Down-
said it's amazing.
Yeah. Then we're going down to Japan, Taiwan, Indonesia, down to New Guinea, across to Australia, across to Darwin, up into Indonesia, across to India, across to North Africa, then up to clip Spain into France and back to the UK. Shouldn't take a few minutes.
74 miles. I'm going to adjust my heading, I think.
Right, looking up this lake. Right, where's Google Maps? Let's see if we can find the name of the lake. Right, we took off from Whitehouse.
Yeah, I mean, the lake ahead of me is the Nazina River.
Right, the lake's called Lake Oh god, I can't pronounce that. It's my dyslexia, I do apologise. I'll spell it. K-L-U-A-N-E.
I don't know how so as well, so.
K-L-U-A-N-E. This is the lake I'm flying over.
QN?
Q-U-N. Kodiak Lake in Alaska.
No, don't do that to my wires.
And at the end of this lake is actually an airport, and it's called Burwash Landing. B-U-R-W-A-S-H Landing. And there's an airport at the bottom of this lake. So if I wanted to, I could stop there. I could stop there for a cup of coffee. That would give Tony time to catch up to me. Oh my god, we've got a long way to go. I'm just looking at the map. Jesus.
Around the world in 80 days.
Yeah. We've got somebody that's flying around the world at the moment, and he's still flying, and he's been doing it for 11 months.
It doesn't make any difference. You're on flight same every day. You just haven't got anything to do with it, you know. At least this way we've got a challenge.
Yeah. We're just lucky we haven't running into any really bad weather. The worst part was the Faroe Islands and Iceland and Greenland. That was probably the worst weather we had for visibility. But Canada's been really kind to us so far. Should have said that.
What's with all the biting cat?
My cat's fast asleep next to me.
My cat keeps pulling me in with his claws and biting me. He must be hungry.
Yeah. Well, there's Tony over there. There's Chris. I can see your lights. Can't be far behind me. I could actually land at this airport and wait for Tony to catch up because I'm miles in front of him. I'm actually going to go down a bit lower.
I'm heading to the Zena River. Follow that.
Is that the top of the lake? Are you still flying over that lake?
No. I'm over the Wrangell St. Ellis National Park. In other words, the mountains. Just look very nice.
I'm just going
Cold.
to push my altitude down to 9,000, 8,000 feet.
When I get across these mountains here, I should be able to drop it down.
I have to admit this panel's really good.
I like it here. So bad. I like mine to stop working. It makes life a little bit easier.
Oh, I've just put autopilot back on. Gives me a break. I can have a look around now, put autopilot back on. There's Tony, Chris behind me.
I can't see you guys.
I can see you. You're at 17,000 feet. Don't forget to press B. Changes your altitude, resets it.
Yep.
Look at that view, isn't that pretty? This is amazing. This is exactly what it's like there now, basically. It's as much as realistic as you can get. It's pretty realistic. My plane's bringing me back on the heading. I should turn in a minute. I hope it'll turn. We're in a bit close to those mountains to my right. I reset my heading. Shit, forgot. Need to change that back. Forgot all about that heading. There you go, back on course. Just as well I remembered. Bring it around a bit more. That's about right. Yes, that would have been a bit nasty if I'd walked out the room and forgot about to adjust my heading back to where it was. I could come back and find myself in the side of a mountain.
Taking a left here and heading towards the river. Nice little valley here.
What's the name of the valley, do you know?
I'm just going to zoom in.
I'm trying to look to see what
It
mountain.
doesn't have, it is a national park.
Oh, I can see a valley.
Doesn't seem to be any name on it.
No. I'm looking at Google Maps and I can see a valley that cuts across to where I am. I don't know if it's the same valley that you are.
No, 30-year-old.
Yes, you must be coming down the valley, that the one I've just looked up on Google Maps.
But intercepting the river about halfway.
Yes, I can see the valley you're coming down on Google Maps.
Hmm.
Should be an airport here. Should show up. Why isn't it showing up on the map? Should be showing up, but it's not. Never mind. Yeah, there should be an airport at the end of this lake.
Close enough yet.
But it's not showing up on Whitehouse. Let's see if it shows up on the map. Oops. Zoom in and see if it shows up on the map. There's airports off to my right, but I'm not going over there. No. No airport there.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm coming into low cloud. That might look at that. Just looking at my terrain.
I'll just be joining the magenta line in a second.
I need to go up in the altitude again. I'm going to hit a mountain range. Right, we'll take it up to 12,000 feet. 12,000. I'm taking it up to 12,000. Because I've got hills in front of me, or mountains in front of me. Best to be on the safe side. Don't want to crash into anything. Skimming the tops of the clouds. Yeah, Flight Sim's amazing. When it works right, it's absolutely amazing. Heading. I need to adjust my heading a little bit.
Coming to the end of the valley. I should be turning right soon. Got that valley down below.
Heading. The blue line. got the heading set up properly. And I'm going to miss those mountain tops, that's good. It's handy having this panel on the dashboard. You're right, it does make things a lot easier.
Except mine ain't working at the minute.
It's usually me that has all the problems.
Just turned on to the magenta line.
Tony usually gets away with all these problems, but then I had masses of problems. It took over a week to sort them out. Now Tony's having problems.
237 miles.
I forgot to look to see how many miles it is where I am.
Mm.
204.
Yeah.
You can't be 200 miles behind me.
Oh, 236.
Oh, 236. I'm at 203. It's only 36 miles behind.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that far.
Got a bit of a side wind, apart from that, nothing.
Yeah, we got Canadian
Jesus one.
Jesus one over there.
Morning break.
Yeah, look at this. Side by side flying. It's Chris. How cool's that? We're going to start our own flying club. We'll call it Around the World Flying Club. Amazing how many people you pick up on the way.
What? I'm going to have to go and feed this cat, just to shut him up. Oh, it looks like a single engine his, although he says twin.
Yeah, it was showing up.
I'll be back in a second.
So, who was flying the other day was flying that Russian plane, and when he landed at the airport, one of the airports we landed at, it came in as a Boeing 747. I should be really looking in front of me. But that's a really good shot. I better have a look in front of me, just in case I'm flying into something ugly. There is a few mountains in front of me, but I think I'm high enough to get over them. Yeah, there's no worries there, should be alright. No worries. nice flying. Like I say, we've been lucky with the weather. We haven't really had really bad weather apart from cloud, really.
That is fed.
We fed, is he?
Mhm.
So we should be under 200 miles now to the airport of Anchorage. Yeah, we're past the worst of the mountains. We have got a few. Before Anchorage is some mountains to our right. But apart from that, we're over the worst of the mountain tops. Let's swing around and see where Tony is. Not far behind. You'll have to excuse me for a minute while I go for a break. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Right. Let the autopilot do its stuff.
I did the mod once, and I've got the GTN 750, but I might uninstall that one because it says you got to pay so much to get the weather. So at the minute, yeah, we're using the updated map one. At least I am. I still can't get what Bush Pilot has, where he has radar for weather, and he has these guide squares when he to get them on course, you know. The Kodiak's good fun. I like it. You tried the 1000. Yeah. Have you got your curvature when you're climbing very slowly? That like half blue circle comes down towards you. Or it's, you know, yeah, it's fab. So you can actually gauge where you're going to be at any one time. I like the I've got the turning icon as well. So at least you can see what your aircraft's doing.
What are you talking about?
The G1000 mod.
my traveling contact center now 124.36.
You're eating your dog biscuits again.
We're eating cashew nuts.
Just as bad. Your dog biscuits and your beer. Did you get them from Sainsbury's, did you?
Yeah.
Figured so. $207 miles to go.
I have to say the mountains in Alaska and Canada are rather amazing, aren't they?
Like, if you press the menu, what's he say? I'm not sure if you tried this. I find flying and coming into land on a procedure run straight instead of vector. Pickup then gives you a lovely line. Yeah, I have actually. I'm gonna do a video eventually, because what I figured was, Chris, you know the airports that have no lights or anything. Yeah, in the Kodiak, yeah. If you've got your magenta line going to an airport that's got no lights on, what I tend to do is about 15-20 miles out, I do a heading off to the right of the airfield, and as you get alongside the airfield, the magenta line points directly towards the airport. That's when you can turn to come into land. I'm just setting up my map settings for 500 mile at the minute. Yeah, 500 nautical mile on my terrain display, and what we got here. Track vectoring. What can we do here? Is on updated every 30 seconds, I think. That'll do that one. And select arc altitude is on. Cool. I'm flying 198 range. I'm gonna try it anyway, Chris. I'm not trying it in actual flight, but it would seem to work, and it's one thing I'm gonna try later. Because when you click on an airport that's got through flight sim anyway, it'll always point you to the center of the runway. So if you go off to the right or the left, depending on your weather, as soon as your magenta line turns to the right or left, then you know you got to turn to get to it. Creating zero visibility. Still trying to teach Randolph that one.
mountain tops without just like that.
A minute, I'm on the GPS, but I'm over the mountains. I might just go to the right slightly. There's a valley here.
United 6-1, facing Kodiak Island on course.
Yeah. Right, Chris. Just heading up this valley. Doing well.
I think I have to adjust my altitude a bit. I'm a bit low. Taking it up to 13,000.
Got the Nazina River off to the right. Yeah, it's true. The arc is a fantastic thing. Just shows you how the aircraft's turning. You got the arc on yours, haven't you?
Just going up to 13,000 these mountains in front of me.
According to that, I've got Anchorage is off Prospect Heights. There's two airports very close to each other.
What's going good?
Chris is low in the valley there. Got some big mountains in front of us.
Canada 169, contact the line.
He says the performance looks good on your machine.
Canada 170.
Your machine.
Hmm?
Your machine.
Oh,
Chris Wood's 12,000 feet.
yes, it's great when it's working properly.
He's got a water-cooled PC.
Has he?
No, you.
Oh,
Yours is water-cooled.
yeah, mine's water cooled. I thought I thought Danny was kidding when he said Oh, your computer's water cooled. I thought he was joking.
Mm.
How can computers run on water?
We've still got adjustment on B.
What's GFX?
What? It's the graphic card. Can't remember what your graphic card you've got. Mine's a 1020. 590. Ranlow Scott. NVIDIA 590. Mine's an NVIDIA 1020.
Getting turbulence.
And we're using the NVIDIA transmission system experience.
Getting a bit of turbulence here. I'm just going to stay in the plane for a minute because you can usually tell if you're going to get overstressed because it starts making noises.
Is that what you got, or 1080? Chris? Are you rich kid?
Oh,
What do? Gonna remortgage your house for it? You can't get. Although I think they're back in service now. They're having problems getting chips. But yeah, the 390's a very nice card, but you do need a good power supply, don't you? I bet you got 1,000 watt power supply. Computer geek. Yeah, I know what you mean. You got 1,000 watt power supply for it? $850. Oh, I'm surprised the 390 actually runs off that. I thought it might be a bit underpowered, but yeah, great. I'll start saving me money. I want some DJI mics first. No doubt they're working on the next graphic card, so everybody will be selling their 390s, 3090s. I'll keep an eye open for them.
yeah, I'm just thinking about altering my course slightly.
I've altered mine. Anchorage is kind of on the maps.
I should clear that.
They upgrade every 5 years. Yeah, good idea. mean, I got 32 gig on my computer. I would think about taking it to 64, but somebody says certain boards don't accept higher memory, you know.
I haven't checked my fuel for ages.
I'm at 78%, so I've got no worries.
51. Got more than enough.
I'm down to about... I'm just above the yellow amber. Going to be coming across the Copper River soon. Yeah, I use mine on VR, but to be honest with you, I haven't used VR for a while. Because you can't really chit-chat on YouTube with it, and you can't really use your controls. But if you're out just by yourself flying around, then it's great.
Not far from Anchorage now.
I still got 159, 158.
140. Some high peaks off to my right. Actually look very high peaks. I might alter my heading slightly to the left. Might be a good idea. I'm just going to alter it to the left a little bit, try to avoid those peaks in front of me.
I'm going to step out the cab for a little bit. Let you have a listen to traffic if it comes up.
That should take me away from those high mountain peaks in front of me. Don't particularly want to go near them. Don't want to fly all this way and end up crashing because I've hit bad turbulence. Got roads below me. Roads down there. Or a road. I don't know the runway yet, but I'm sure Tony will.
Anchorage Center, Kodiak, November 289 Kilo, Quebec, heavy 13,000 feet. Kodiak, November 289 Kilo, Quebec, heavy Anchorage Center, altimeter 30.35, continue as planned.
Okay, I'm back.
There's a road below me.
He says, do we know the runway yet?
There's an airfield down there. Look. That's an airport. It's yeah, it's definitely an airport. It's not sure what airport that is. Bloody mountains seem to be getting bigger, and I've actually turned to the left to avoid them.
At minute, the wind's 156 at 10 knots. So, I'm not too certain what the runways are like at Anchorage, but 1.5 would seem to be a logical choice.
Anchorage Airport's massive. It's got runways all over the place.
Yeah, he says, do you know which runway?
The smallest one. That's the one I programmed into. Is the smallest runway at the airport, because it's got like 3 runways. So I picked the smallest one.
I'll see if I can get some information in a second. Let's have a look. Here you got Anchorage and you got the other one. Anchorage Air Force Base is first.
Yes, that's on the other side of Anchorage, on the other side of the bay. I think it's like 3 or 4 airports at Anchorage. The Air Force one is on the other side of the bay of Anchorage.
I'll see if I can tune in and get some idea.
The reason I know that is because somebody took off from Anchorage, had an emergency, and he had to land at that Air Force base on the other side of the bay. It was on YouTube.
Tune into weather. ATIS is 135.50. So I'm going to just see what the automation says. Give us some idea of the runway.
I didn't print this. 5,000 feet, 6,000 feet.
Still a fair way. I ain't got any information. Yeah, ATIS is 135.500, but we're too far away.
Yeah.
Available for Stevens Anchorage International. Arriving and departing runway 25 right, 25 left.
Arriving 25 left and 25 right, it says. That can't be right.
There it is.
Arriving and departing runway 25 right, 25 left.
You got 07 left, got 07 right, and runway 15. If that's the right one.
Weather is not currently available for Stevens Anchorage International. Arriving and departing runway 25 left.
Ted Stevens, Anchorage International. That must be the name of it. Ted Stevens, Anchorage International.
Yes, it is.
Weather is not currently available for Stevens Anchorage International. Arriving and departing runway 25 right, 25 left.
Get down.
Well, that's be getting close to Anchorage. We're getting more people popping up in the distance.
Not currently available for Stevens Anchorage International. Arriving and departing runway 25 right, 25 left.
25 right and 25 left, it says.
Yeah, I'm glad I changed course. Those mountain ranges over to the right are really high. One's over there. They're big mountain ranges. I turned to the east. No, I turned over to the west side of them.
Just loaded it in my GPS for 25 left.
Have you?
Yeah, a bit dumpy.
Clouds are changing.
But 19,100, so
What, you are?
yeah.
You're up high.
Mm.
I'm at 13,000. I've pressed B for a while. I've just gone up to 13,100. Got live traffic in front of us. You can see a plane. Looks like it's heading towards me. I know who that is.
I can't see anybody.
Yeah, there's a jet flying towards me. Must be going fast because up there. That's live traffic. HFM 621. Flying over the top of me. RHFS. Yes, it's a jet airliner. I can see it. It's flying towards you now. You should be able to see it. I think I can see the sea. There's the sea over there. It is the ocean. I think it's the ocean. I might be able to change my course back in a minute. Now I've avoided those mountains over there. Yes, I think I can adjust my course again. Right, head in. There. Should take me straight to Anchorage Airport now.
I don't know how to do that one.
No, I don't. Well, I don't, obviously.
I've got nameplates on, Mike, but I'm not seeing anybody.
There's 4 people in front of me.
Come out twice. Did you hear traffic on it when I went put it next to the speaker?
Yeah.
Quite good. Yeah, it's all on. I'm just going to check, make sure I'm on. Yeah, I'm online.
I've got a few people flying around Anchorage area. I can see them in the distance. I shouldn't be that far from the airport now. Should have looked when I was in the cab.
107 for me.
95 miles to Anchorage. Not far. That's around about 40 minutes. Yeah, maybe 35 minutes.
All I can see is Mach 509 in front of me.
I can see 1, 2, 3 over there. It's over there. Q. That's about it. See the sea over there. Nice views below me. Stunning mountain ranges we've passed over. You don't realise how big these mountains are till you actually start flying over the top of them. And all these glaciers. That's a glacier off to my right.
The snowman country.
The Anchorage airport now on the map. We're about 40 minutes away.
Still seeing Mach 509 ahead of me in a sub 408. I don't see anybody else. It kind of worries me.
There's 3 in front of me. Oh dear. I might start editing another drone video later. I've got one of Buttermere and one of the waterfall.
I'm definitely on West USA.
Going to eat. Hopefully autopilot will be okay. Yeah, I'm going to eat something after I've landed.
I've just had a square sausage while flying.
Square sausages, honestly. Sausage is not a sausage unless it's round.
And then you flatten it to put in a slice of bread.
And if you take a single off afterwards, turn left, putting on 2, 5. And you need to expect to direct to France.
Yeah, I've got a pasta bake in the fridge. I can actually see the bay by Anchorage Airport. Oh, maybe not. That might not be it. No, it's not.
I see the glacier, just crossing the glacier below us.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Mm.
There's a glacier down there.
631. You want to look back and maintain, but level 240, and when able, maintain 300 miles per day. 300 240.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working, my controls, but annoying.
Oh, yeah. Like you say, you might have to reset the computer for it to come on.
Mm.
nuts.
It's not nuts. Cadbury's baked them in the government in chocolate. Hello. Hello.
I'm sure that's Anchorage Bay I can see in front of me. Might be wrong, but it looks like it.
Rancher comes at 57.
It is Anchorage Bay.
Pardon me.
Because Anchorage Airport is around that corner over there.
It seems frozen. Light sims frozen.
It hasn't. Might unfreeze.
Level
See if I
240,
can
and then the translation maintain 280.
Yeah, it's just come back, I think.
Can't see.
Back home.
Oh, there you are. Just popped up again.
Destination level 240, and then the translation.
But again, I'm by myself. I can't see anybody. Oh, there's back 509 ahead of me.
Read the number.
$83 miles to go.
Percent here, the lucky one of them is 240.
The lucky one is to maintain people bill.
Still doing about 156.
I'm doing 140
Fuel Canadian trying to put over 2,000.
something. No, I'm 128 knots. I'm going slow. I have throttled off a lot though. My throttle's about half. Knots. I have to get Chris on Discord.
Okay.
And we can talk to us, hopefully.
Fort Wells. really. The river that's frozen below us is called Port Wells.
Is it?
250.
Yeah, so the 250 comes west, 250.
I still can't see you. I can see Mac 509. Other than that, I'm by myself.
Well, we got you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 people around me. No, 6. There's somebody else behind that other plane over there.
I'm just having a look, see if I've missed something. Graphics.
Generic 2-tree pod for contact Anchorage Center on 133.7.
Doesn't seem to be anything missing.
Get 481, contact 4135.1.
133.7 generic 2-tree Papa.
Quite a few airports around here.
No, I don't know why I can't see you.
Can't see me.
No, all I can see is Mac 509. He's ahead of me.
I can see Mac 509. He's in front of me. And I can see there's all these other people around. I can see you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can see 5 people, including you. And I'm 6.
No, all I got is Mac.
I don't know why you aren't picking everybody up. That's weird.
I don't know. I noticed something on the keypad, you know, the up and down arrows on the keypad.
Yeah.
It raises you up and down.
Was it?
Yeah. And moves you left and right.
31, possible, act and maintain, possible 240, and when able, maintain 300 knots per day.
Okay, 300 or better. 240.
Excuse me. I'm drinking Coke, it's made me all gassy.
67.5 miles.
Well, Anchorage is on the other side of these hills. Well, mountains.
290.
Two direct Ebola. Then Alaska 3 is second on 380. 53, and that radar 2020 silver is done.
Got some more live aircraft onto the right. Looks like he's coming into land to Anchorage.
On to left on radar.
To the left of me, not right. Left.
Fuel 90, there's the right plant up.
The direct range up down 5890.
62 mile. I'm going to have to jot it down a little bit.
What's
So
your
instead of
max?
15,000.
I'm at 13. Can't go below 13 because of these mountains in front of me.
Take it to 12.
What time did we start this? Was it 3:45?
Something like that.
4:45, so
You said you're going to touch down about 7.
yeah, what time is it?
Go to 7.
Yeah, it's nearly 7. That wasn't a bad guess. I'm just thinking of what time to start tomorrow, you see, because we've gone further north, so it's going to be even darker. So it's going to be about 4:30 when we can take off, or it's going to be dark. So it'll be probably 4:30 tomorrow. But the flight tomorrow is not very long, we're just flying to Kodiak Island. Thought we'd do a short trip tomorrow. This has been a really long flight today. But worth it to get to Anchorage.
It's a bit cheesed off that my controls didn't work. Oh, pardon me.
Mine are working perfectly. Not there, is it?
Yeah. Alright. As long as you're getting used to them and enjoying them.
I can work them now without asking all these stupid questions.
840, testing 280.
You've got the logic, so if it doesn't go down, you haven't got your BS selected. And if you're heading and your nav's active, then you can direct your heading wherever you want, as long as you point it back towards the magenta line. And then as soon as it gets to the magenta line, heading will go off and nav will come on.
Got Max heading towards us. Funny, you can see him, but you can't see me.
Lost him at the minute, but he's off to my
He's off
left.
to my left, yeah. He's over there. Yes, we're looking at you. We're looking at you. He's in a B7
plus 8. Big one.
Oh, it looks like we've got another Kodiak pilot in front of us. He's got KODI, so I gather that's Kodiak. He's up 5,998 feet. So we've got another Kodiak pilot in front of us. And over there we've got, there's you. Chris is over there at 9,000 feet. He looks a bit low actually. He's got his own autopilot, but those hills in front of him look higher than 9,000 feet. Oops. I hope he's not going to crash. We'll soon find out in a minute. Because his nameplate will go off.
Done it before. Go for your T and then suddenly you hit a mountain.
Struthy looks low.
58, 30, contact, 128,
He's skipping over the top of those mountain tops. He might be alright. He's still flying. Gone behind a hill. Oh no, he hasn't. No, I think he's got enough altitude to get over those.
4 miles.
A bit of cloud here. Oh, I think I could probably bring my altitude down a little bit more. I'm going to bring it down to 12,000. I've just adjusted my heading. Idiot. I messed that up. I pressed the heading instead of my altitude button.
Oh, could be the cloud. That's not good.
Heading. That's it. Altitude.
Weather is not currently available for Stevens Anchorage International. Arriving and departing runway 25 right, 25 left.
Right, altitude, bring it down to 12,000. Or can I bring it lower? I'll do it 11,500.
Not
I'll
currently
bring it down
available
to
for Stevens
11,000.
Anchorage International. Arriving and departing runway 25 right, 25 left.
10,000. We'll risk it, bring it down to 10,000. There we go, should be dropping in altitude now. And we are. Anchorage is on the other side of that hill in front of me.
Kodiak November 289er Kilo Quebec. Heavy contact Anchorage approach on 118.6. Good day. .6 for Kodiak November 289er Kilo Quebec Heavy.
He's back. Chris is back.
Just saying, we are chatting on Discord. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, it's good chatting on Discord. Saves typing in the message section all the time. Right, I'm going to. I'm not far from Anchorage Airport. So
31 mile. I've still got lots of mountains in front of me.
yeah, I've got these mountains here to get over, but Anchorage is on the other side of that hill over there.
7.5 here, did I?
that a straight-in approach.
Anchorage approach Kodiak November 289 Kilo Quebec. Heavy 11,900 feet.
Kodiak November 289 Kilo Quebec Heavy Anchorage approach altimeter 30.45 continue as planned.
Yo, can you go to Sudan? I don't know
Yeah.
his name because it's
Yeah.
it's pretty cool in that world. But he wants us to go to Sudan.
Can go to Sudan.
Once we get down the countries and that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think.
Where Sudan is.
Let me see. Sudan is borders Egypt in Africa.
We're cutting across that far.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going across India, across Saudi Arabia. We could go into Sudan, across into Libya, Algeria, Spain and France. So yes, we can go into Sudan. Yes, we will do that. It's like we can go across northern Sudan because I don't want to go too far south between Sudan and Egypt. Yeah, we can do that on the way back. We can cut over from Pakistan over to Saudi Arabia, into Sudan, then up Libya, Algeria, Spain. We could do Spain and Portugal. Or just depends, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm not concentrating. I'm supposed to be landing in a minute. I'm going to take that off autopilot.
22.8.
Anchorage Airport should be right in front of me. Right. Actually, I'm going to put autopilot back on. I need to see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm on a straight-in approach. So... Why are my graphics all going funny?
What's happening there?
What? Are my
The graphics went flashy, flashy
I know.
in the Matrix. Yeah, what's the Matrix?
A bit.
Um,
Jesus, man.
I think I'm coming at the green zone, so I can start descending now. And calculate it.
Don't know what the nearest airport. I know what the nearest airport is.
We'll try and get this down to 5,000.
Well, that's Anchorage Airport over there to mine.
The purple line will take you down.
I haven't got clearance to land.
No why.
Did you say Canterbury? It's Anchorage Airport.
PANC, PANC. That's a nice view as you cross across the hills.
Oh, there, P-A-N-R.
PANC. PANC. At least that's where it comes out.
P-A-N-C, that's the one. P-A-N-C. It's not on there.
That's an outer marker.
Anchorage Airport doesn't show up very well, does it?
No.
I gather it's right in front of me somewhere, but there's so much snow on the ground, it all looks the same.
Should have some lights on it. The main airport.
I think I could see it. Yeah, I can see a runway in front of me. Yeah, I can see the runway. No problemo.
I think mine's locked out.
P-A-N-C.
PA.
There it is, there.
Panky.
Anchorage Tower
November
Kodiak,
3439,
November 289 or Kilo Quebec,
just
heading
verify,
is 4
maintain
miles,
6,000.
3,300 feet,
Heading
whiskey to land.
110, maintain 6,000 gallons.
Kodiak November 289 or Kilo Quebec Heavy, Anchorage Tower. Altimeter 30.45 wind 345 at 16. Fly left base runway 33. Kodiak November 289 or Kilo Quebec Heavy, wind 345 at 16.
Far too high, I think.
Runway 33.
Cleared to land runway.
Bring it down
November
to
289er, Kilo Quebec
ooh,
Heavy.
it's got to be 2,100. I would have thought.
Runway 33 is to the left. The side wind always is coming into land.
That's that took some far too high. Too high.
Who?
Me. I can see the tower. It's only little.
It's funny, everything seemed to get awfully bright all of a sudden.
As I come down, I'm going to bank around and come back around again.
November 289er Kilo Quebec Heavy contact ground on 121.9er.
Slowing down, but I've got to go and do a U-turn to
November 289er.
get down to the right height. $2,500. You on the deck, are you?
Yeah.
I'm coming back around.
Feedback 603 enemy gets enemy.
Where's the forklift in the way? Sit here and watch Tony come in and land.
I'm getting crashing here.
Ah, there he is. Went far behind me.
No.
Yeah, it was. Good crosswind. Nice landing. I think you landed before me. You were in front of me, Chris. Let's see Tony land.
I can't see the runway at the minute. I see trees.
Yeah.
Runway. Why did they put tree on the runway? I mean, it's admittedly it's aside the runway, I think.
I'd like to know what size engines these forklifts got in, because they do about 60 mile an hour.
V8s.
The 8 forklifts.
A bit of a jolt there.
There's a crosswind.
A bumpy there, boy.
Yeah, I saw you bouncing up and down like a rubber ball.
Where do we park up?
Can you see my
Right.
nameplate? Can you see my nameplate now?
I can't see anybody at the minute.
Don't you?
No.
I'm off to your right.
Report to myself, right? Maintain 21.
I've just seen the speeding forklift.
Yeah.
I'm coming off a D.
Yeah, that's the one I took. You should. I don't. If you can't see my nameplate, you shouldn't see my plane. There you go. You're right in front of me.
No, I don't see any.
Click on the live stream and you'll see me.
Yeah, I see you.
You're heading down there somewhere. That'll do. You're close enough.
Or do you be the one that's zero that somebody came?
What's this doing? I put my handbrake on twice now and it's still moving.
I've put my handbrake on.
Handbrake on.
Have now.
Keeps going off. I think I've got a lot to do with this flight sim to sort it out.
That's it. Welcome to Anchorage Airport.
It won't let me put my handbrake on. Hello. Nikki Ayres says hello.
Hi, Nicky Ayres. We just landed at Anchorage.
We just finished after a 3-hour flight.
Yeah, I'm knackered now. Let's let some fresh air into the plane.
I'm gonna kill this.
There. Right, we'll probably catch you on the next one tomorrow. We're doing a short flight tomorrow, Anchorage to Kodiak Island. So I'm hungry, so I need something to eat. So we'll catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for everybody's comments, thumbs ups, the chat. Thanks, Chris, for joining us on the flight. It was really interesting.
Nice to meet you all.
We'll have to try to get him on Discord. Do you?
Yeah.
Can you get Discord, Chris? Because if you're around tomorrow, maybe we can connect you on Discord.
Okay, copy.
Okie dokie. Need to shut the live stream off. Right. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye bye for now.